Welcome to the Engineering, Emotions, and Energy Podcast, where you can relax, recharge, and reconnect. And now, your host, Justin Wink.
Today, I'm talking about expectations and having low expectation, high possibility leads to happiness. And I am recording this live from the Aggressor 4. Well, this is recorded, but it's live because I'm alive as I record this right now. But I'm on the Aggressor 4 live-aboard ship, about to set sail out of Belize for 7 days, doing a lot of scuba diving. And so just got here, flying from Atlanta. I usually try to stay really relaxed, really chill, yet I really got tested on my trip coming here. Every little annoyance that could happen, happened. Is anything the end of the world? No. Yet I did find myself, because usually whenever I travel, things go really, really smoothly. So I've kind of built up that expectation, that expectancy that things are going to go smooth, that I'll be able to check in easily online. It's going to go quickly when I drop my bags off. I've usually got TSA pre, so I breeze through security. And there's usually plenty of time and plenty of places to get a coffee, something to eat at the airport. And then I'm feeling really satisfied as I get onto the plane and just no issues. And we take off on time, gentle flight, gets there no problem. Because that's what happened when I came to Atlanta about a month ago when I went to England for that retreat. It also went really smoothly. So when I get to the airport in Atlanta and my buddy, he's able to check in no problem, but me, I can't check in. They're like, you gotta wait in the line. So I wait about 25 minutes in the line, and turns out because I'm not doing a round trip from Belize, I'm going somewhere else on a different airline. They really wanted to see that I'm not just going to be moving to Belize. I'm not yet, not this trip. Who knows? Maybe someday. Even though I expect things to go well, I'm also prepared for things to not go well. So I have printouts of everything I'm doing, everywhere I'm going. So I'll pull out the printout of my flight taking me from Belize to the next spot, trying to build a little suspense so that you're not exactly sure where I'm going next. So this is for you to tune in to the next week's podcast, where there'll be the grand reveal of where in the world is Justin this week. So I do encourage you to subscribe, follow, rate the podcast. Really does help out to let people know about it. And then you get to enjoy the great stuff that I'm, sharing. You get to enjoy the excitement and enjoy the lessons so that you don't have to learn them the hard way. That's the great thing about humans, is we don't necessarily have to do the same things to get the same lessons. We can learn through what others learn about. So that's why it's very, very helpful to everybody. The more you learn lessons as you can, that you don't repeat the same thing over and over, because that learning is a benefit to all of us. It's not selfish to focus on yourself. I know I was taught as a kid, just through example, and it was probably actually explicitly said, you gotta focus on other people. You gotta make sure others are taken care of before you take care of yourself. I've since learned that is a broken strategy, that the only person who's going to really take care of me is myself, because who else knows what I need? If I don't know what I need, how can anyone else know? They're just going to have their best guess, as well-intentioned, as loving, and as caring as they might be. They're not going to actually know what I need. That's something for me to figure out. And of course, I can share that with other people and they can partner with me, but ultimately, I'm the one 100% responsible for my own happiness, what I need, and how I got to live my life. And then I can be of benefit to other people. Not that this has to be any 100% thing. There is no 100% forever, ever, end of your life. It's the best that you can possibly do in this moment. The best that I can take care of myself in this moment means I'm better able to take care of you, take care of anyone else that I might come across. If I'm tired, if I'm angry, if I'm hungry, or if I'm doing something that's for someone else that just goes against my core being, I am not going to be in a good place to be able to benefit to other people. So really important to take care of yourself. So going back to the lesson at the airport, which is be prepared. So I had things, and it's okay, this is great. I'm able to get my boarding pass. As I'm looking at my boarding pass, getting to security, where's my TSA pre that allows me to usually skip a lot of line? It's not there. My friend got the TSA pre, so he gets to breeze through. I get to wait through a very, very long line. Yet what was really cool was I'm traveling with 3 laptops. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to take out all 3 of my laptops because I got one personal laptop so that I can do stuff, personally for myself. And then my job requires me now to have 2 laptops, and I'm working remotely while I'm traveling. Not this week because I'm going to be underwater. Literally in a fun way, not in a, oh my gosh, I'm underwater, I can't. No, this is going to be good underwater. Scuba diving is fantastic. But my job, I have to have 2 laptops because we moved from one company to another company. And so to use some stuff from the old company, still need to use the old company's laptop and the new company's laptop. So I have 3 laptops. It's like, oh, I gotta wait. And hey, they've got new technology. They're like, do not take anything out of your luggage. Just leave it in. Leave your laptops, leave your liquids, leave it all in there. We got it. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. So, a little setback, but then a little gain. And then get through security. And it's like, oh, would love to have some coffee and would love to maybe get, a little snack or something like that. Still got an hour and a half till flight. The only place that's open for coffee, Starbucks. It's like an hour-long wait. It's like, I don't want to do that. So go check out, see if there's anything else open. Nothing else open, even though it's 9 a.m. on a Saturday at the International Airport Terminal in Atlanta, Georgia. It's shocking. Nothing else really is open. Go to the shops. Like, well, maybe I could get a coffee, right? A coffee beverage or something else caffeinated or some good water. And I realize that they only have a very select number of brands. So like Dunkin' Donuts is the only thing allowed for coffee beverages. There's Monster allowed for an energy drink. And then there's Coca-Cola, because again, this is Atlanta. Coca-Cola is based in Atlanta. Coca-Cola sodas. And then not very many options for water, all in plastic, no options in aluminum or in glass. And I kind of come to realize that this is a very locked down airport of choice. Thanks, likely. I don't know this yet. I'm going to look it up. Or if somebody wants to write in and let me know. I have a feeling that there are corporate agreements that the Atlanta airport's probably only allowed to sell certain brands, certain things, certain times. Like probably Starbucks has a monopoly on coffee. So there's a lack of choice. I call that a lack of freedom. But if you're a corporation, you call that, hey, this is the freedom for me to lock stuff up. I'm like, this is probably one of my least favorite airport experiences. Until I get to Belize. The flight was delayed. First, it was, there's a light that's on that shouldn't be on. We've got to figure out why that light is on. And then it was, okay, the light's off. Problem is there's an open mic on the air traffic control system, so nobody can hear anything, so they've paused all departures. And then eventually they say, everything's okay up here, so we're going to go. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what about back here? Us here in the cheap seats, are we okay? I mean, I want you guys up there to be okay, but I also want to be okay too. And we actually ended up getting in on time. And what's really, really interesting, so we're seated in the exact middle of the plane, which is usually pretty good, right? Because it's like, oh, at least I'm not going to be last getting off. But what do? They open up not only the front to get off, but the back of the plane. So effectively, we end up being the last to get off. Again, this is just like a little death by 1,000 cuts. So get off and realize that, okay, we're kind of at the end of the line going into customs. Start to notice that everybody's following in one line. There's 2 lines. And me, being weird, I read the signs and I realize there's no reason I can't be in the other lane. And I swoosh past lots of people. My friend's like, what are you doing? I'm like, this line's for all of us. We don't have to wait behind these people that just seem to be following. I mean, they can follow if they want, but I want to get through customs and get to the boat, get to the fun. And so it's like, okay, so we're a little bit ahead, and then get to customs, and they asked me, have you been to Belize before? I'm like, yep, was here 1 year ago. Like, well, do you have any friends or family here? I'm like, no, I do not, just here to visit. And the guy's like, I want to see your bag. I'm like, oh no. And I had all of my luggage completely searched. And, they're going through, and then he's like, all right, let's see, do you have any laptops? I'm like, I do. Well, actually, he said, do you have a laptop? I'm like, I do. I actually have 3 laptops. He's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I need 3. And so he looks at them. He's noted them down. He's like, you're going to have to prove that you take these laptops with you, because they're worried about me selling these laptops. and then make it through customs. And then we're expected to get picked up by the scuba charter company, but they're not there. We ask around the different drivers, like, hey, where's the aggressor driver? And they're like, well, they're usually here. Don't know why they're not here. Call up the company, and they say, hey, they should be there at 3 p.m. What time is it where you are? We're like, it's 12:30. It's like, oh, yeah, no one's going to be there till 3 p.m. So we just end up taking a taxi. But the taxi driver was awesome. And we're here, and everything's fine. It was just really interesting, to watch my emotions. And my buddy was a little bit like, this guy is a pain to travel with. Like, look at all the things happening to him. Like, he can't check in online. He's not getting the TSA pre. Then he's getting caught at customs. I'm just like, hey, it's all okay. We made it. Nothing ultimately bad happened. As long as we make it to the destination, it's all okay. Yet I'll admit there was frustration that would happen, and I had to remind myself, take some breaths. Like, hey, as long as I get there, as long as I don't miss anything, what does it matter if I get a little extra search, to wait in a little extra line? So these types of situations, they are opportunities to really test how we've been practicing anything to relax, recharge, reconnect. And it kind of was a good indication that, hey, maybe I need a little bit more rest. Maybe I need to meditate a little bit more, because I was feeling a little bit more agitated than I'd like to admit, than I'd like to feel. Because really it's about, am I feeling calm? Am I feeling centered? Am I in alignment? Because when again, that's part of me taking care of me, really knowing me, so then I can be of benefit to other people. Because I want to be of benefit to you guys listening here. I'm going to wrap this up because the boat is a-rocking, and we're going to have a safety thing coming up. And tomorrow we're going to do 5 dives, and it's like 5 or 6 days in a row of 5 dives all around the coast of Belize, the different islands. And so I'm looking forward to enjoying that and letting you guys know what happened there. But really happy to have you guys listening, and do, follow me on social media. Justin Wink Ph.D. is pretty much everywhere, so that you can see some pictures, you can hear the stories, and let some friends know, let some other people know that, hey, there's some exciting stuff going on. Because this is, just trying to keep it a fun way to learn, to grow, to improve the lives of myself and you and all of us, because it's people helping people. That's what it's all about. So thanks so much. Take care and good day. If you want to contact the show, email me at podcast@justinwink.com. That's Justin, W-E-N-C-K. And find me on social media, Justin Wink PhD, on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube. And if you want ways so that you can relax, recharge, and reconnect, find the Tuesday 20 every Tuesday at 12:05 p.m. Pacific. It's only 20 minutes, and it's going to get you relaxed, recharged, and reconnected. It's on YouTube, and it's on Facebook. So looking forward to seeing you there.